Alright, so here's kind of a rough idea of what I got going on. Is I picked up a bike like this, and you can disconnect the frame into two parts, like with this bolt here and a bolt down here. So that gives me like two solid mounting points onto what I'm making there. And getting the bike to have the pedals attached to this side of the frame was difficult. Thankfully, I found one. Originally, I had planned to find two identical bikes and use the back halves pretty much just like this and mounting the shocks on the very back of the camper, but I couldn't find two. That's okay. I'll just do a solid axle on the back and maybe be able to double up the shocks up here. Okay, so that was important for later. Then this is what I got designed to get attached to. All the way unfolded, it's about 10 feet by 7 feet by about 6 feet tall, and I might do sliding rods coming out on both sides there to extend the roof before it drops down to attach onto here. The white on here is a heavy-duty tarp that's actually going to work as the tent material covering all this up. And I might be able to do it as one big hunkin' loop all the way around there and just the ends. That'll make it really easy. So that'll fold down into this. So these guys are on slotted square tubing, and you just put 4 pins in it when it's up to hold it in place, and then it just slides down into there. First put up the floors, tuck in the canvas, and then slide that down, and the angled steel that's going around the edge of this locks those side panels into place. And I'll probably do a strap, here and here on both sides. That also holds it in place just in case. Then the bike, using those two mounting points, attached somewhere onto the front of here using that same angled steel. And then I can extend that out, and then all of the gearing will be done just before it gets into this box here. And all underneath here, well, about half of this space underneath here would be in-floor storage for canned good things like that, and clothing. And then the back half of it would be your gray water, your fresh water, batteries, solar charger, the heater. All that stuff is stored underneath the floor. And then your wheels, the rear axles, will attach somewhere on the back here, preferably about here, and then the second one will have a mounting point somewhere right near the end of this, so you can attach that later to have that second axle. And then the chains and everything will run on the outside of this box here. See how there's a bit of a gap there? So the chains will run all on the outside. Preferably, I'd actually have a chain running on both sides of the bike so that there's a redundancy. If one chain breaks, you're still good. That axle is still moving both wheels on the other chain. And that's kind of the idea that I got going on right now.